What would happen if your favorite Disney characters became gardeners on $1 Million Listing? Let's find out at Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival. The annual Flower and Garden Festival is where nature meets imagination. Finally, I'm a beautiful butterfly. Every spring, Epcot transforms into a garden paradise filled with stunning topiaries, inspirational gardens, and of course flowers that span a rainbow of colors, not to mention the food. Join me as we venture around World Showcase, where each pavilion presents a unique horticulture display representing their respective country. And of course, we will check out the different booths with all of the food, like this healthy snacks booth. But first, let's go see the butterflies. Are you interested in attracting butterflies to your garden? Here are 4 tips. Choose native plants with nectar-producing flowers like butterfly bush or canna lily. Plant flowers and bushes that have different colors. Different butterfly species are attracted to different colors. Add plants like milkweed for monarch butterflies to lay their eggs. And add a bird bath to serve as a water source for the butterflies. The use of succulents in this creation makes this one of my favorite topiaries. All sorts of characters are celebrated through their own topiaries here. You can be a big pig too. The circle of life. This festival runs through July 5th and is the second longest festival at Epcot. It started back in 1994 with a few topiaries and garden displays and has quickly become one of the most anticipated events of the year. This portion of the festival, Blossoms of Fragrance, is absolutely one of my favorite moments. It is sponsored by Scentsy and has 4 different areas where you can smell some of the strongest natural flavors and smell fragrances out there. A giant goofy topiary is here to greet you at the opening of the World Showcase. Fun fact, some of these topiaries take years to create. Of course, there are festival markets here as well, but this time you can actually buy your own plants to take home with you, along with other merch featuring different mascots for this festival, including Orange Bird, Figment, and Snow White. You can even take home your own topiary. We've made it to our first main food booth, the Pineapple Promenade. Promenade? Promenade. It has a variety of offerings, including the spicy hot dog, pineapple Dole Whip, and a pineapple beer flight. Then it's on over to the Honey Bee-stro garden. Over here, they show the cycle of bees and everything is honey-based. From blossom to bottle, they show you how honey is made. And then here at the Honey Bee-stro, we have a wonderful selection. Chicken and waffles, flatbread, a honey cheesecake. Here's that chicken and waffles. It looks delicious. Each dish is actually prepared with a different type of honey. An orange blossom honey, a lavender honey, and a tupelo honey. I think I'm saying that right. On over to Trowel Trellis. This is the Impossible booth. They have Impossible Rian short rib, Impossible lumpia, and a chocolate cake. Impossible! I heard the lumpia was a little too soggy. There sure are a lot of flowers here. We've made it over to France, and speaking of flowers, there are 30 million blooms at this festival. And here's one of them now, the Northern Bloom. This is the Canada booth, which is one of 30, and they have seared scallops, beef tenderloin, and a chocolate whiskey cake. That looks good, y'all. Can you guess where we're at now? Celebrating J.M. Barrie. Here is the Peter Pan and Captain Hook along with the crocodile. By the way, I think these are better than the new movie. Then we head over into the Shakespeare Garden. Shakespeare would often use flowers as set decor or as metaphors. England certainly has some of my favorite topiaries because we have Pooh and friends. We have Eeyore and Piglet and rabbit, and of course, we have Tigger. And of course, what would a garden be like without an English tea garden? And this squirrel is just so cute. Look at him. Oh, I see a tail. I see a tail. Oh, he's disappearing. And the last stop here in England is, of course, Tinkerbell. A very large Tinkerbell, though. If you want some Earl Grey tea, of course, they're ready for all of that. This is all the different Twinings tea gardens. We've made our way to France and Fleur-de-Lis, where they have some croissants and a variety of baked goods. I'm not even going to try with those names. By seeding plants with long stems in rows, you can make sure that everything is able to get their sun. On to the topiaries, of course, we have Lumiere and Cogsworth. There's a little fun game where you find Spike the Bee. He's in different flowers. And then a tale as old as time with Beauty and the Beast. At La Isla Fresca, they have the oxtail, shrimp skewers, and coconut tres leches, which sounds amazing. Piggy, it's an afternoon trip. Come on. Fellow white people, these are called spices. Learn to use them. Over in Japan at Hanami, they have frushi, which everybody raved about last year. I thought it was okay. I believe this was my favorite. It's called shishi adoshi, which means scare deer. These were originally created to ward off any hungry animals that would eat your garden. Water fills in one tube from a slow stream and then connects the rest. Another festival market with some wooden creations. I think these are handmade considering the price, but that could just be Disney pricing. The ones with the books are my absolute favorite. You know what those magnolias mean? It's Princess Tiana. I love this topiary. It is my absolute favorite. It's in the America section because she is the American princess. And of course, it's by Magnolia Terrace. The gumbo and the pot pie are astounding. The free concerts with legends from the 1960s to present are amazing, but I'm going to come back later for those so you can actually see the concert. Over in Italy, we see Lady and the Tramp. By the way, it takes over 400 horticulturalists to create all of these. I'm going to show you the Italian kitchen. Don't go here. I'm sorry, I love Disney. They never do Italian food well. But if you notice this flag or banner, and then you come over to the German train set, and then you look down here, you see they change all the little flags out. Then the topiaries over here, they were the same last year. It is Snow White and all of the Seven Dwarves. The Barn Market. All right, I screwed that up. Let me know how to actually pronounce that in the comments. Toasted pretzel bread, potato pancakes, other types of pretzel bread. You know, I love Figment, but I've got to say, the real star for me was this Orange Bird merch. I actually bought that hat. And if I wore Spirit jerseys, I would have bought that Spirit jersey. I've got some plants from Tree Card. Maybe I'll get that planter. The refreshment market has this pineapple skewer. It looks pretty interesting. I think it's like pineapple with tahini. And then over in China, we have the pandas. Oh, they're so cute. At the Lotus House, they have spicy mala chicken skewers, wontons, and vegetable dumplings. Then we make our way over to Norway, where we see Elsa and Anna. These topiaries certainly aren't frozen. And finally, we're in Mexico at Jardín de Fiestas, where you can try a quesadilla and see these really fun topiaries of Panchito, Jose, and Donald. By the way, can you believe this movie is 80 years old? Another one of the festival markets with some mushrooms and art. A lot of mushrooms. And then they all are the art focused around different gardens and such. Put good things into the world. We're over at Florida Fresh now, where you can get some street corn, and it looks amazing, I've got to say. So does that strawberry shortcake. I didn't get to try either of them. Hey, if you guys share these videos, I'll have more money to be able to do that. And then there's a variety of different types of gardens that you may be growing at your own home, and some different tips for keeping your garden safe. I think that these things are all just very, very beautiful. And I wish I could grow one, but you know what? I live in an apartment and I don't, I guess I could grow a small little garden somewhere. Maybe I'll try that. The Farmer's Feast is a unique booth as it changes its menu 3 times during the festival for early bloom, springtime, and then summer solstice. Solstice. I'll pretend like I got that right. Then we make our way over to Brunchcot. Avocado toast, meh. Shrimp and grits, well, I've heard those are really good here. And then our last, not really a booth, but place, the Citrus Blossom, where everything is based on orange. And I finally actually did grab some. So I finally stopped to grab some food. I got this orange tempura shrimp and this orange slushy, but the main reason I got this is because it came with this. Isn't it cute? Yes, it is a cup, and yes, it fits about the same as the slushy does. By the way, I want to take a minute and thank Tree Card. They're not sponsoring this video, but they were sponsoring some other stuff I've done, and they are amazing. It's an amazing debit card. When I walk around, every 10,000 steps you take, you actually plant a tree. And you also, whenever you spend money with the debit card, you plant a tree, and they've been really, really cool. Just a blessing to work with, and it's also fun that by using them on a daily basis, I've now planted 94 trees. There's a link below if you want to check them out and give them a shout out. Again, this video, they didn't sponsor this video, but they've been really cool, and I just wanted to say thank you because I used that to get this. There's also the location of the large festival offerings. You can get these throughout the park, but I think you can get all of them here. You can get the orange bird, the figment, and the snow white, which I didn't see elsewhere. But this is the perfect place to just do all of your festival shopping because you can get all 3 at once. And yes, I did buy that hat once again. This was the first time I've seen snow white used for something like this. But the ears with the plastic flowers are awful looking. Before we get back to the concert, what is a trip to the Flower and Garden Festival without going to see Living with the Land, where we look through and see all of the amazing things grown here at Disney. A lot of the food that is served at all of those booths that we went through is grown right here, because in 2013, they marked a significant shift as they opened 30 plus kitchens. To plan for all of this, it takes over a year and 24,000 cast member hours to plant and prepare for the festival. What started as a 38-day festival now spans over 4 months. And whenever you come, I highly recommend checking out the Behind the Seeds tour. It's only $35 a person. It's an hour-long tour, and you actually get to walk through the greenhouse. If you've not taken a moment to like this video, please do so now. And I encourage you to subscribe and turn on notifications. Specifically, if you are a plus-size person, I do a lot on plus-size travel to Disney World and theme parks everywhere else. Please leave a comment below on your favorite thing about these festivals. But for now, let's get back and see Jody Messina. Y'all, I'm so excited. I love her so much. That concert was so amazing. I love that you get to come here and see people like that. If you'd like to see more, make sure to check out my Disney playlist. And if you're a plus-size person looking to come to Walt Disney World, check out the Fat Tested Travel Guide.